Hello viewers, in this tutorial we will look at this question. We want to find the reference angle of theta equals to 16 radian. We're to leave our answer in terms of pi. So to answer this question, I would like to draw this. Now we have here is 0, here is pi over 2, and here is pi. And here we have pi, 3 pi over 2. Okay, so since we have theta is equals to 16 rad, so we need to know the position of this 16 rad. Is it in the first quadrant, in the second quadrant, or in the fourth quadrant? But if we look at this 16 rad, to do that, we can write, and this is 0, and here we know we have 2 pi, so that's 360. So if you take pi to be 3.142, just 3.14, pi over 2, it's about 1.5, let's say 1.51 approximately, and 3 pi over 2, it's approximately around 4.71. 2 pi is approximately around 6.28. That's if you multiply 3.14 multiplied by 2. So now, but if you look at this 16, you see 16 is even bigger than what? Than 2 pi, which is just 6.28. So it means first we need to find the coterminal. And remember the formula for coterminal, it's theta, either plus minus what? K times what? 2 pi. This is how to find coterminal. But since the angle we have here, what we have 16 rad, is bigger than this, it means we need to subtract. So we will use K to be minus. Then now you need to find what should be K. Should K be 1? Should K be 2? Now, if we take K to be 1, for example, this will be 16 minus what? Let's take K to be 1, which is minus 2 pi. But what is 16 minus 2 pi? You will see is 16 minus what? 2 pi is 6.28. So you see that here we will have almost 9 point something. So you see this number is still greater than what? Than 6.28. That is, if you do 16 minus what? Minus 6.28. So you get 9 point something, right? So you see, what does that mean? It means that K should not be 1. So we should increase the value of K to be 2. So we go back and put K to be 2. So if you take K to be 2 here, so you have 2 times 2. So here will be 4 pi. And what is 4 pi? 4 pi is nothing but 4 times 3.14. So this will be 16 minus, this should give us around 12 point, let's say 56. Okay, and what is this value? This minus this is approximately around 3.44. So look at this. This is our coterminal now. But if you look at 3.44, it's okay because this number you see is less than what? Is less than 6.28, because all you need is that you want to bring your theta to be between 0 and 2 pi, which is 0 and 260 and 360, which is the same thing as 0 and what? 6.28. So you see that this number 3.44 is what? Is in the interval. Let's say is inside what? Which interval? 0, 6.28. So it means that K equals to 2. It's okay. It's sufficient. Then remember, this is our coterminal. So now you need to know, the question wants us to find the reference angle. So you need to know 3.44 is in which quadrant. And now if you can see, this is pi. Pi is 3.14. So what it means is that what? This value, what we have there is going to be in which quadrant? Is going to be in quadrant 3. So we're going to be in this quadrant. because the number here is 3.44, and you can see that 3.44 is between 3.14 and 4.71. So what does that mean? It means that our coterminal is in what? It belongs to quadrant what? Quadrant 3. So then you ask yourself, how do you find reference angle in the third quadrant? So reference angle theta prime in the third quadrant, if you remember, is going to be the angle itself. In this case, it's our coterminal angle, then minus what? Minus pi. And what is this, our coterminal angle? If you look at this coterminal, is what? Is this one here, which is 3.44. But how did we get this 3.44? If you look here, come back here, is the same thing as 16 minus what? What is this value here? If you remember, this value came from where? 4 pi, right? Because 4 pi, this one. So it's actually 16 minus 4 pi. We're leaving it in pi because the question there say we should leave our answer in terms of pi. So it means that this is simply 16 minus what? 4 pi, which is our coterminal. And you can see here, you can even see directly from here, coterminal is this one, right? So, but we just wrote it in terms of pi so that we can locate the quadrant easily. So here we have 16 minus 4 pi, then we have to subtract another pi. So it means that everything is 16 minus what? Minus 5 pi. And that is the answer. So our reference angle is 16 minus 5 pi. So what is the lesson here? If you have a radian directly like this, all you need to do is to think of what? You think of 0 to pi as what? Now 0 up to where? 6.28. Just change pi to 3.142. And then look for the coterminal. If the angle is bigger than 6.28, then locate the quadrant, then use the formula for finding the reference angle in that particular quadrant. Okay, so if you happen to find yourself in the fourth quadrant after getting the coterminal, then the reference angle will be 360 minus what? Minus the coterminal angle. So I hope this is clear. Thank you for watching. Kindly share with your friends as well.